Dr. Mohamed, Rahul Gandhi raised the issue, for example, of the Brazilian lady. This Brazilian woman found 22 times on that Haryana list. But is it just kept at a level of allegations, or will it be pursued in courts of law? Will there be petitions in courts of law citing evidence that this is where the inaccuracy is, this is what it led to, this is where action needs to be taken?
Yeah, before I come to that, I want to correct Amitabh Tiwari. He said now there is a committee. Committee of what? The Prime Minister and a Cabinet Minister against the Leader of Opposition. So we know whose guy is going to be the Election Commission. The committee doesn't make any difference. Now, if you had the Prime Minister and the and a Cabinet Minister, Leader of Opposition, another person, maybe another opposition from the Rajya Sabha, I still agree on it. But otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Now,
but that wasn't the case earlier either. So are you saying earlier it was acceptable, now it's not acceptable?
What I'm trying to say earlier, did I show you the violation of Model Code of Conduct? How many times? How is the response of the Election Commission? Now you said we have to go to
now
court.
When election commissioners join a political party, what more evidence of their influence can be found?
Why are judges joining political parties? I want to know why the former Chief Justice of India has joined the political party. Give me the answer to that. That's also dangerous.
So I am raising questions. It's for you to answer.
Joining a political party. I'm completely against Ranjan Gogoi joining a political party, or for that matter, any of these Chief Justices. Now, let me get to that point. The Brazilian, why should we go to court? There is an election commission. There is Ganesh Kumar. Why is that when we are requesting him, he doesn't come out and say, listen, we have investigated. Yes, there are discrepancies. These photos will be deleted. We will give it. That's what you need to do. Even in Bihar, 1.2 lakhs of dual photographs or multiple photographs. So why don't you come and clean it up? That's what we're saying. For example, after 45 days, you delete videos. I fail to understand why, because data can be stored like anything these days. America is storing, China is storing. So why should we delete after 45 days?
In fact, I've unfortunately lost that link to former CEC. That was a question I had for him.
Finish?
But hopefully we will establish that link.
No, machine readable list, electoral list, give it to us 1 month before. I mean, we are requesting the Election Commission. Let the Election Commission be fair and square and do these things. We don't want to have a fight or anything. Let him do it. Why should we go to court? Election. Now, SIR. I think something like SIR should have been debated in Parliament and got a consensus and said, let us do an SIR. You can't do an SC. You're pushing the BLOs, multiple suicides. Now, suppose Madhya Pradesh, why do you want it right now? Everything has to be done in 1 month's time. The election is not next year. So give them the time. These BLOs are not taking out school teachers. We are saying we all want a cleanup of the voter list. We are not denying that. We don't want any Guspetias to be voting in our country. I am firmly against it. I'm telling you that. But let us do it in a fair and square manner, and not the way like
RP Singh, both Dr. Shama Mohamed and Neerja Chowdhury are of the opinion that this debate should have a consensus, whether certain points opposition and government can both agree to move forward for more election reforms. Nishikant Dubey says SIR, for example, is for removing Bangladeshis. The question that the opposition asked, why were they allowed to come in? And how many have been removed in the Bihar SIR? Yeah. Also, does the EC have a response, why is this evidence kept only for 45 days and not beyond? The CCTV cameras.
They have moved to the Supreme Court on this ground, and Supreme Court has rejected their plea that yes, it has to be for 45 days. One. Secondly, 68 lakh voters were deleted from Bihar. They couldn't gather even 68 at Gandhi Maidan. 21 lakhs were added to the Bihar voter list. Well, what's the problem with that? I mean, there's a process. And if there was anything which was wrong, then do you think people of Bihar would have stayed calm? They would have come on street. I mean, every person from Bihar is intelligent enough to take up the cause. But fact is, they try to build up a narrative. Because they knew they were going to lose the election badly, they tried to build up a narrative which they failed miserably. They couldn't gather a single person. Now coming to the...
No, but you don't agree the points that Rahul Gandhi has raised. What is wrong if Chief Justice of India is a part of that committee, as was the interim measure that was put in place? So you have the Prime Minister, you have Leader of Opposition, and you have the CJI to appoint the CEC. Does that not show transparency, sir?
it means that leader of opposition has no estimates. I mean, he doesn't know how to conduct himself. Well, leader of opposition means that he will have his point of view. He can.
What are you saying?
Ma'am, I never interrupted. Please, ma'am, please. And also that what used to happen before this. As I told you, Deveen Chawla was appointed on a phone call by Sonia Gandhi, a person who was accused of conspiring against the election commission itself. He used to pass on information to Sonia Gandhi from election commission, and then it was sent by as a written note by the then election commissioner. So what is the history? I mean, MS Gill, TN Session.
Okay.
And she was talking about
Gaurav,
Ranjan
can I
Gogoi.
come
Where has Ranjan Gogoi joined BJP? Ma'am, please correct your facts. When has Ranjan Gogoi joined BJP? Please. I mean, just don't. I mean, why have to keep spreading falsehood? कितना झूठ बोलेंगे आप लोग?
Okay, I want to quickly bring in Neerja Chowdhury. You've heard both sides, Neerja Chowdhury. Even the Supreme Court had rejected 100% VVPAT counting and a return to ballot paper, as some in the opposition
But
wanted.
not the 45 days.
Rahul Gandhi today made several suggestions, including removal of immunity for former CECs and reintroduction of the CGI in the appointment panel. Is that doable, or is that counterproductive?
It's not that BJP has introduced this. The immunity was always there for the election commissioners.
You know,
Neerja Chowdhury, go on, ma'am.
you know, Gaurav, there is he's made a suggestion. There are counter suggestions. There are allegations which have substance. There are counter allegations about an earlier time which have also got substance. There's no doubt about that. But where does it leave you and me, the voter, as a result?
Exactly.
After today, we've heard all this. Are we going to leave it there? Where is it going to? Is my vote and my right to vote be secure? Am I going to be part of a fair and free election which I am guaranteed of, and of which I am proud? And you know, the trouble is, with some of the speakers pointed out today, the trouble is the trust deficit today. You know,
Trust
that
deficit
is
is only on
and
TV
somewhere
debate,
I think we need
not
to
in public,
pick up
ma'am.
the thread
Okay,
there.
Neerja is
No
not
matter
in
how
public at all.
one by one.
polarized the situation
Sir,
is.
just
Not
let
at
RP,
all.
just let Neerja Chowdhury complete her point. I'm coming back
Just
to
in the
you.
minds of opposition and journalists like you. Not in
Hold on.
public.
No, sir, you will not make any point about any guest of mine, and Neerja Chowdhury is a very well respected journalist and analyst. Ma'am,
I personally know her, sir. I worked with her.
Gaurav, I
Yes.
didn't get that.
No. So he just felt that there was a doubt
No, so what
in
is
your
the
mind
point
and not
RP
the minds
is
of the
making? I
people.
didn't get that.
Yes, no, go on, Neerja Chowdhury.
Could
Please
be,
complete your
could
point,
be.
ma'am.
There are, you know, I have met, you see, yeah, you know, the vote chori has not become an election issue. It did not become an election issue in Bihar. We saw that very clearly. But that does not mean that one did not come across many people in the rural areas of, say, Maharashtra, or many also in Bihar, and if you ask them vote chori, वो अपने आप नहीं बात कर रहे थे. But if you say what about vote chori, हाँ, we have a doubt about this. It wasn't the central issue, it wasn't the issue they wanted to run with, but there is a doubt in their mind somewhere if you speak about it. And even a little doubt, RP, is not worthy of our democracy. I'm saying we have such talented people in our parliament today, on both sides. If there is the will, why can't we take this process forward that has been started today again? Electoral reforms, and how do we ensure that voter lists are authentic? How do we ensure people, the voters are allowed to vote, and that the election is free and fair? This is the least we can, you know, assure, any government can assure, and it's the right of the opposition to raise questions. Oh, this is the short point I'm making. What's going to be the follow-up action after tonight?